Woe to them that go down to Mitzrayim for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots because there are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Heya. Yet he also is wise, and will bring evil, and will not call back his words, but will arise against the house of the evildoer, and against the help of them that work iniquity. Now the Mitzrayim are men, and not El. Heya. And their horse is flesh and not ruah. When Heya shall stretch out his hand, both he that helps shall fall, and he that is helped shall fall down, and they all shall fail together. For thus has Heya spoken unto me, like as the lion, and the young lion roaring on his prey. When a multitude of shepherds is called forth against him, he will not be afraid of their voice, nor abase himself for the noise of them. So shall Heya come down to fight for Mount Zion, and for the hill thereof. As birds flying, so will Heya defend Yerushalayim. Defending also he will deliver it, and passing over he will preserve it. Turn ye unto him, from whom the children of Israel have deeply revolted. For in the day every man shall cast away his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which your own hands have made unto you for a sin. Then shall Ashur fall with the sword, not of a mighty man, and the sword not of a mean man shall devour him. But he shall flee from the sword, and his young men shall be discomfited. And he shall pass over his stronghold for fear, and his princes shall be afraid of the inside, says Heya, whose fire is in Zion, and his furnace in Yerushalayim. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, a river of water in a dry place, and a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. And the eyes of them that shall not be dim, and the eyes of them that shall see shall not be dim, and the eyes of them that shall hear shall hearken. And the heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge, and the tongue of the stammerers shall be ready to speak plainly. The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful. For the vile person will speak villainy, and his heart will work iniquity, to practice hypocrisy, and to utter error against Heya, to make empty the soul of the hungry. He will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail. The instruments also of the churl are evil. He devises wickedness, devices to destroy the poor with lying words, even when the needy speaks right. But the liberal devises liberal things, and by liberal things shall he stand. Yeshayahu, Isaiah 31:32. Dig on it, drop nation. Dig on the vibration. Dig on the vibration. You are in that 432 Kings 2 Infinite Waters for providing our vibration. Kings, and let us find the truth for providing our library where we can go and be refreshed from the desert lands, from the desert that we are thirsty and hungry. And what do? They keep hijacking our frequency. They keep hijacking our very own vibration. Kings, let us find the truth. We are in the vibration. In that vibration, man, there ain't no time, there ain't no space, there ain't no haste, there ain't no weariness. I mean, you can pick your own selves up. You could be free. You could be free, people. But freedom comes with a vibration. And you can't ignore it. You can't ignore it, man. Yeah, I'm trying to get into Let Us Find the Truth's library, but you know what I'm saying, we're going to keep it going. I'll let you know when it pulls up. Right now, man, we're just going to keep in that vibration. And Kings, Let Us Find the Truth, man. Go ahead, dig on it, go there. Sometimes it takes a long time to come up because there's so much dropping there. So many books. So much content. So, you know, we'll come back to it. Let it load all the way up, man. Kings to Dino Archie, one of my street fam up here, man, doing his thing on Jimmy Kimmel. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he made it a hot line. We made it a hot song, man. You know what I'm saying? This King Ben had to drop. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the guys that, you know, helped lace my boots, man. You know what I mean? So this is all street fam, man. And hey, things are happening. Things are happening. But we're going to keep choosing up. That's all we can do. Let's check this out right quick. A little flat drop. We're going to surf the wave. We're going to see where Heya takes us in the drop. Alright, let's go to it.
Investigation of human curiosity supports without combat the following sentences.
Vibration.
With a great display of words give reasons for the immobility
Let's
of the
keep
earth.
that word
Placed,
drop
they
going.
say, in the middle of the universe and not being able to
Frequency.
incline more to one side than the other, because its center is everywhere the same distance from the surface. It necessarily rests upon itself, since a weight which is everywhere equal cannot lean to either side. It is not, they go on, without reason or by chance that the earth occupies the center of the universe. It is its natural and necessary position. Thus, heavy bodies move from the top to the bottom, and following this reasoning, the bottom is none other than the center of the world. Do not then be surprised that the world never falls. It occupies the center of the universe, its natural place. by necessity it is obliged to remain in its place. By the same reason, which makes them attract the earth, heavier than water, from the extremities of the world to suspend it in the center. That's from the hexameron. Then the Lord spoke to Job out of the storm. He said, "Who is this that obscures my plans with words without knowledge? Brace yourself like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer."
We're just reading the book of Job. All right. Some have done their research. They say, oh, he's a Hebrew Edomite. Yes. He's a dark fella, just like you. Except he comes from the race of Esau. He was actually the king of Edom, right? When you keep digging. But he kept order. But he was tested. Wisdom sure cut him down. But at the end of the day, the Most High loved him. Was he an Israelite? No. Was he an Edomite? Yes. Was he a Hebrew? Yes. All those Romans that came and got you were also Hebrews. Don't you understand? The Spaniards, they were also dark, melanated people. Everybody had their relation. A lot of people called themselves Hebrew, including Job. But the Most High loved him because he kept order. So anybody is like, oh, well, what if I'm not this or what if I'm not that? Keep order. Why is there a book of Job? So you know, regardless, man, keep order. You know the Most High ain't dealing with Edom, but yet he loved Job. What does that tell you? It's not about where you're from, it's where you at. You might be from chaos, but you choose order. And that's all right.
Where were you when I laid the earth's foundation? Tell me if you understand who marked off its dimensions. Surely you know. Who stretched a measuring line across it? On what were its footings set? Or who laid its cornerstone? While the morning stars sang together, and all the angels shouted for joy. Who shut up the sea behind doors, when it burst forth from the womb? When I made the clouds its garment, and wrapped it in thick darkness. When I fixed limits for it, and set its doors and bars in place. When I said, this far you may come, and no farther. Here is where your proud waves halt. Have you ever given orders to the morning, or shown the dawn its place, that it might take the earth by the edges, and shake the wicked out of it? The earth takes shape like clay under a seal. Its features stand out like those of a garment. The wicked are denied their light, and their upraised arm is broken. Have you journeyed to the springs of the sea, or walked in the recesses of the deep?
Someone just got at me. Was it Jay Stu? Was it my man Alden Davis, man? I got a lot of street fan, man. Let me tell you, man, I'm really impressed, man, with the pedigree of the warriors, heads, raising up our sisters and brothers. Everybody is real familiar. Everybody got the same vibration. We all get it. No one's hijacking nobody. These people got my personal number, and they get at me, man, and it's like my relatives are getting at me. Even more so because I already know that they're hijack free. And I trust my familiar, man. So love to Drive Nation for being so real, so true. The springs. I think Jay Stu was talking about the ocean and how, this video of people diving deep and then they find like another ocean underneath the ocean. And it's like another river, another stream inside the ocean. So it's an ocean within the ocean or a river within a river. Who has seen the springs of the deep? Is what the Most High is asking. Let's go.
Have the gates of death been shown to you? Have you seen the gates of the deepest darkness? Have you comprehended the vast expanses of the earth? Tell me if you know all this. What is the way to the abode of light? And where does darkness reside? Can you take them to their places? Do you know the paths to their dwellings? Surely you know, for you were already born. You have lived so many years. Have you entered the storehouses of the snow, or seen the storehouses of the hail? which I reserve for times of trouble,
Come on.
for days of war and battle.
So snow and hail, especially when you read Enoch, are not a good thing. It's not cool to live in snow and deal with that type of weather. That's not what the Most High intended for his frequency, his energy. You dig? So all that stuff was always like, all right, well, go curse those people with snow. Go curse those people with hail. All right? It's not a good thing when it's snowing and hailing on top of you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's a way to do it, right? You can sprinkle some nice, beautiful snow, or you can just snow on a snow on a motherfucker. Right? All right, let's go.
What is the way to the place where the lightning is dispersed, or the place where the east winds are scattered over the earth? Who cuts a channel for the torrents of rain, and a path for the thunderstorm, to water a land where no one lives, an uninhabited desert, to satisfy a desolate wasteland, and make it sprout with grass? Does the rain have a father?
Ooh.
Who fathers the drops?
Who fathers it? Who fathers it? Does your hijack father it? Does Muhammad father the rain? Does Jesus father the rain? Come on. Use that ruach. Don't use your mind. Too many mind. Hijack free. No, the creator is the father of all these elements. Unless you can prove your Muhammad, your Jesus, your whatever hijack you using, fathers the elements. Fire, water, wind, earth. And if people are so insistent on saying, oh, but he's the son, he's the same as the father, he's the same, see? Then why not rock with your creator if he's the same? If he's the same, why not just rock with your creator? Why do you need a hijack? Why did they bring you one? What did they close your eyes from? Ask questions.
Dew. From whose womb comes the ice?
Okay.
Who gives birth to the frost from the heavens?
Okay.
When the waters become hard as stone.
Wow.
When the surface of the deep is frozen. Can you bind the chains of the Pleiades? Can you loosen Orion's belt? Can you bring forth the constellations in their seasons? Or lead out the bear with its cubs? Do you know the laws of the heavens? Can you set up God's dominion over the earth?
No, the laws are done away with. There's no laws of the heavens, because if there's laws of the heavens, clearly there's laws of the earth. No, your laws are done away with. Just everybody love everybody. Everybody got an equal chance, because we just believe in the hijack. Is that what the law says, or does it say his people will be redeemed? This energy will be redeemed from destruction. Who's being destroyed? Let's see. I'll wait. Who's being destroyed? Who do you see being shot down by police? Who do you see being hung from trees? Who are we reading about? The copper-colored races annihilated 95% of our population. Come on. Redemption season.
Can you raise your voice to the clouds and cover yourself with a flood of water? Do you send the lightning bolts on their way? Do they report to you? Here we are. Who gives the ibis wisdom, or gives the rooster understanding? Who has the wisdom? Their young thrive and grow strong in the wilds.
Hijack.
They leave and do not return.
Hiya, hijack.
Who let the wild donkey go free? Who untied its ropes? I gave it the wasteland as its home, the salt flats as its habitat.
Salt flats?
It laughs at the...
Don't make me go to the salt flats in Utah and show you how flat they are. And why they do racing expeditions and all kind of high-speed records are being broken, because for all those miles, it's just flat, flat, flat. All right, don't make us go up in Kentucky Don't make us go to all these areas that are just flat, man. So you can see the truth. That you can't have curve and flat. You can't have hundreds of miles of flat on a curving ball. Don't you get it? I'm not over here being crazy with y'all. I'm not over here obsessed with just talking shit. I'm telling you, if they would lie about your habitat, damn, you see what game you playing now? If they taught you this shit since you was 5 years old, you got to get angry at someone inceptioning you. Do you know if it's real or fake anymore? It only takes a couple generations to make you asleep. That's your grandma and your grandma's mama. That's it. Now you don't give a shit. You just want to world star hip hop this shit. You think it's all about the BET Awards and these awards and all about this celebrity and that celebrity. History repeats itself. Research how they use the gladiator games in Rome. Research how they use distractions with games. You see people dying over Pokemon, virtual reality, augmented reality.
Motion in the town. It does not hear a driver's shout. It ranges the hills for its pasture and searches for any green thing. Will the wild ox consent to serve you? Will it stay by your manger at night? Can you hold it to the furrow with a harness? Will it till the valleys behind you? Will you rely on it for its great strength? Will you leave your heavy work to it? Can you trust it to haul in your grain and bring it to your threshing?
Is the sun 96 million miles away? Come on. That's the sun. This is an amateur, independent balloon experiment. There's many of them. You can go on YouTube right now. Just type in balloon experiment, flat earth, you know what I'm saying, balloon amateur test. You're going to see a bunch of these things. Sending up balloons, it doesn't cost that much. It's inexpensive. You get your balloon, you get your thing, you send it up. And then guess what? Now you got the GoPro lenses, right? But these things then go like this, and they go like that, and they go like this, and they go like that, because they were manufactured to manufacture curvature. So that you can look at it and say, see, I kind of see a little bit of a curve. But that's just the lens. So that you don't know reality from illusion. It's called GoPro lenses. These curved lenses. Even your airplanes got bubble windows. You think it just got to be. So that you can't see reality. So that you can look out your window out the plane and be like, see, I see a curve out the plane. You're looking out a curved window, motherfucker. There's two different horizons. You talk about the Earth horizon. Or the horizon of the atmosphere and the clouds got their own horizon. You can't be 30, 40, 50,000 feet up and say that, oh, I see the land is flat. Nigga, you don't see land from 40,000 feet? What are you, super motherfucker? Sorry, I get a little upset. Because I hear this all the time. I used to be on Facebook going in. I'm chilling now. I'm just dropping drop. Dig on it, man. So is this sun 96 million miles away? Or is it only a few thousand feet up? Is it super duper 1 million miles in diameter? Or like Enoch said, could it be only 32 miles in diameter, a few thousand feet up, the same as the moon, rotating around you, or going through the space loop, you know what I mean, like we dropped before. Either way, the circuit is you. It's going around you. You are the center of the entire universe. And when they call Cuzco the navel of the earth, they're saying it's the center of everything. So we're getting there. We're getting closer. I know we got our Mount Meru. Then we got our other thing. We're trying to see how all this comes together. But we're talking about a center. And we're just learning. Alright, so surf away. Let's get a couple more minutes.
Floor. The wings of the ostrich flap joyfully, though they cannot compare with the wings and feathers of the stork. She lays her eggs on the ground and lets them warm in the sand, unmindful that a foot may crush.
Is this sun? This is another balloon shot. You see, it's a whole nother camera. Now they don't have a GoPro lens, and you see how flat it is. This is Tomas. Say hi, Tomas. Here's a couple names. I like Tomas. My kids love calling. My children love calling Tomas. It's Tomas, 96 million miles away. Come on, use your senses. Use your eyes. Use your senses, man. I know what they inceptioned you. I just had to see that movie again. And I just realized that the whole damn movie, he was still dreaming. Remember, he was in a dream within a dream. He said me and whatever her name is, his lady, they went deep. And finally, she got to get hit by a train, and then they woke up. But remember, they were experimenting on dreams within a dream. So they just woke up from one dream, but they were still in another layer of the dream. Which is why at the end, the top is still spinning, just like you, because you're in a dream. So, is this 96 million miles away? 96 million miles away? Or just a few thousand feet up above the atmosphere?
That some wild animal may trample them. She treats her young harshly, as if they were not hers. She cares not that her labor was in vain, for God did not endow her with wisdom, or give her a share of good sense. Yet when she spreads her feathers to run, she laughs at horse and rider. Do you give the horse its strength, or clothe its neck with a flowing mane? Do you make it leap like a locust, striking terror with its proud snorting? It paws fiercely, rejoicing in its strength, and charges into the fray. It laughs at fear, afraid of nothing. It does not shy away from the sword. The quiver rattles against its side, along with the flashing spear and lance. In frenzied excitement it eats up the ground. It cannot stand still when the trumpet sounds. At the blast of the trumpet it snorts, aha! It catches the scent of battle from afar, the shout of commanders and the battle cry. Does the hawk take flight by your wisdom and spread its wings toward the south? Does the eagle soar at your command and build its nest on high? It dwells on a cliff and stays there at night. A rocky crag is its stronghold. From there it looks for food. Its eyes detect it from afar. Its young ones feast on blood, and where the slain are, there it is. The Lord said to Job, will the one who contends with the Almighty correct him? Let him who accuses God answer him. Then Job answered the Lord, I am unworthy. How can I reply to you? I put my hand over my mouth. I spoke once, but I have no answer. Twice, but I will say no more. Then the Lord spoke to Job out of the storm. Brace yourself like a man. I will question you, and you shall answer me. Would you discredit my justice? Would you condemn me to justify yourself? Do you have an arm like God's? And can your voice thunder like his? Then adorn yourself with glory and splendor, and clothe yourself in honor and majesty. Unleash the fury of your wrath. Look at all who are proud and bring them low. Look at all who are proud and humble them.
Humble them.
Crush the wicked where they stand. Bury them all in the dust together. Shroud their faces in the grave. Then I myself will admit to you that your own right hand can save you.
Your own right hand can save you. Would your Creator create a creation that is... Would your Creator create a creation that is not capable of saving himself, herself, itself? Or would your Creator embed all the knowledge, strength, energy, everything you need at the time when you need it for the remnant to save itself? And those with the remnant to be saved by the remnant Thus, we are hijacked, invaded, and given a savior son story, hijacking us into a sun frequency when the sun is innocent, created in Hayas, light. I seen this UFO thing when these ships are going in and out the sun. And it's like, yeah, okay. Maybe that's some portal to something. But does it mean to worship the portal? Or do you worship that which created the portal? Huh? If the sun is the eye of Ra in Egyptology, do you worship the eye or the energy? Hey, existence. Dig. We digging on it, man. We digging on it. All right, man, let's keep going, man. I don't even know where I'm going. I don't even know what I'm doing next. Y'all check this out. It's very, very funny. Very funny. All right, that's all I got to say. That's the last drop. Hope you're digging on it. Go ahead and dig on it. All right, I know where I want to go. Oh, King's Elect's Whale, man. You know what I mean? Bringing it back to that bad sheet. The beginning with wisdom, creation. Let's go. Science drop. You know what I mean? Hey, things are happening. These people think they got some evidence on the Exodus, man. All right, they over here wherever they are, but they're finding stuff. And, you know, they just finding what they finding. You know what I mean?
In the spring of 2000,
I don't know. I wasn't with them. I don't know what they found.
Waters for the first time.
This has never been done. No one have been in the area at all with a remote control camera.
The robotic camera's survey revealed many shapes and objects familiar to Muller, including coral formations with right angles, arches, discs, and straight shafts fused into larger masses that had the appearance of twisted wreckage.
Now, when we have been able to go back and forth with a remote control camera, we can repeatedly see that these strange structures we are looking for are there. Not at one place, but you see them again and again and again.
Again and again.
Situations where you see something that looks like an axle, a hub, something that looks like a wheel, and you say to yourself, this is not a coral reef, this is a coral growth on an artifact. And that is what's different to me when I compare corals at other locations around the world.
Since the earliest explorations at Nueva, one distinctive type of formation has often been identified on the sea floor. A slender, table-like structure, sometimes standing on end, with a coral-encrusted base, a straight shaft, and a circular top.
It's a 90-degree angle, a right angle, between something that looks like an axle and the wheel. And you can see this in different varieties, and it looks very different from normal coral growth. And it is like a man-made structure with a coral growth on it.
In the midst of them, Pan Tien photographed this circular object attached to what appears to have been a broken axle or hub. This discovery was significant for two reasons. Pan Tien had documented the coral-encrusted form of a wheel with dimensions similar to ancient Egyptian artifacts directly across from the proposed Nueva crossing site. Her find also provided independent confirmation of earlier evidence establishing wheel-like formations on both coasts of the Red Sea in accordance with descriptions in the biblical record.
And the Lord looked down on the Egyptian army, and he made the wheels of their chariots come off.
So, where we're at, you know what I'm saying? You keep digging on it. We're just going to keep it pushing. You're a myth, right? Kings to Tyrone Street. Who's a Redskins fan, huh? RG3. RG Threzzle. My Nezzle. Tyrone Street got the drop. Subscribe. Pause it when you gotta pause it. A lot of drop. Copper. It's still killing my vibe. It's still killing my vibe. Indian red. Let go. Hey, I'm mad, son. Are you mad, son? This don't kill my vibe. This don't kill my vibe. Oh. Are you mad, son? Get to this preview. By the way, let me know if you don't see your name up here, man, and you got that drop. I'll definitely add it. These are the categories. You can get all the drop. Yeah, I mean, let me show you how this works, man, since y'all think I'm playing. Who's that? Okay. Some Sometimes you just gotta go low. Sometimes, man, you gotta go real low. High, low. Check out some features. Sometimes you gotta go real low to see this vibration. 432. I know I showed this before, but you need to understand this is everyday life. When you watch this, everyday life, distortion and chaos every day. The news every day. Everything's hijacked city, right? We are living in hijacked city. Those successful in this illusion are damn near the mayors of hijacked city. Now you see this revolt in Black Hollywood. You see them trying to have a voice. Is it too late? Have they already made deals and treaties? Huh? Cymatics. Remember your frequency. Oh, they're blocking this. You see, look, man, look. Alright, now I gotta change the whole link. Wait, maybe I can get it from YouTube. Maybe they still got this link up. If not, they took the whole link down. Y'all think this is a game? Alright, so we gotta be in YouTube to watch it. That's all good. Let's watch it. Order. Order. 432. If y'all never heard about Cymatics, what they're doing is playing a vibration. They're putting sand on this metal, plate here, and you're seeing what sand does in the medium of this vibration. Same thing as when water, vibration hits, sound in water. You see the same thing, this explosion of different patterns in light. You see stars, you're just seeing different patterns of light. You're not seeing terra firma. You see planets, you're just seeing patterns of light. You cannot land on Mars or Jupiter. You cannot land on Saturn. They are light luminaries. They have fooled you. If you have to reverse everything, if they say it's a planet, it's not a planet. They say they left the Earth. Bullshit. Y'all can't leave the dome. I call firmament. You call gravity. I call it a theory. Order. Now let's see chaos. 440 hertz. Coming out your radio. That's the A chord. A equals 440. Look at the separation. Look at what it does to your DNA. Look at what it does to your energy. 432. Let's go with that B chord. Order. So if the metal plate was longer, you would see a bunch of these connecting shapes and vibrations. Only sound is forming things. When the Most High says, I give my word, my vibration forms this place. Earth is formed by the same type of understanding, right? Overstanding, right? Vibration. Only vibration is causing these designs. So your design, when we say hey, his design, we're saying his frequency. When I say what do you have to do? When you ask me, I say return to areas where you can vibrate back in order so that your frequency is above what's coming. Because you're going to need your powers back. And if you want to get your powers back, you need order. How do you give a community order? You give them laws to govern them. So right now we have America's laws, which is what, 3,000 something laws? Or you got the Creator's laws. At the most, you're going to find 613. But if you're only digging on the commandments as a building block, guess what? So much is incorporated in those commandments alone to govern an entire community. You can start an entire community from scratch in the wilderness, governed by the laws of the commandments that your oppressor has said are done away with. So that you have no more laws, so that they can give you a law. Now do you understand? They have to remove your laws to give you new laws, to replace your laws with their new laws. Now you're afraid of breaking a law, or you go to jail. You break Haya's laws, you go to hell. Come on. Order. 432. Documented. Order. Let's go. Let's look at chaos. Pay attention to the disconnect. Pay attention to the disconnect. Here's the C. 432. Again, if this is bigger, you'll see all this forming into a bigger pattern. It looks disconnected because the sheet has run out, but all this, I guarantee, will form the same type of connecting patterns you've already seen. Look at how crisp and clean these lines are. There's no scattering, right? They have scattered Israel. They have scattered our nation. They have scattered the indigenous people here. We are lost and scattered. This is order. This is everyone working together. This is frequency and vibration all day. 432. This is the I think the scale, the C chord, middle C. Let's go. Here comes chaos. 440 hertz. Let's look at the design. Look at that. Now look at the lines. Look how distorted all these lines are. So what happens to you when you're in your car, going to work, coming back from work, going to the gym? What happens to you when you're in the gym listening to your music you love to work out to in this frequency? Oh, it pumps you up, right? But it's also tearing you to pieces. You're trying to get your health on, but you're listening to an unhealthy vibration. That's nonsense. That's why we got Smiles working hard in the vibe suite. So even in the gym, you can go to 42 to drop. Go to whatever vibe suite, vibration suite, whatever genre, whatever vibe you're in, whatever mood you're in, whatever vibe you're in. Jazz, pop, rock, hip hop, conscious hip hop, soul R&B, whatever you want is there. Smiles is working on it. We got our app. We're working on it to deliver the music, you know what I'm saying, streamlined to you, man, while you working out. So you ain't got to be distorted while you pump it up. 432. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Now see all the sand going back into order? Look at the sand. Look how it goes back into order. See? See, all the distorted random sand went back into order. When you look at your constellations, you see a fixed order of stars that has not changed since your ancestors was here thousands of years ago. Yet they say you're spinning on a ball, on a wobble, going 67,000 miles per hour, chasing the sun at 540,000 miles per hour in a Milky Way galaxy that is itself going 2.5 million miles per hour. Yet you see the same fixed stars, not new stars, the same fixed stars that your ancestors mapped out for thousands of years. How is that possible, spinning on a wobble at 67,000 miles per hour? Over thousands of years, you see the same exact constellations. Come on, man. Use your senses. Open your eyes. Trust yourself. The kingdom is within. Vibrate. Activate. Order. Keep going. Chaos. Look at the lines. Look how distorted they are. Distortion. Distortion. Let's get back into order. Look at that order. Here comes the order. All this is about to get real sharp. Everybody's coming back into line. Keep watching. See that? Look at that line. Distortion. Out your radio. Two. Whoa, look at that distortion. Look how separated you are. Look how they separated you. Let's get back into order. You see how quickly all the sand starts getting back into order? It's still a little distorted from the distortion, right? We've been invaded, so there's still distortion, but look at us getting back into order. What do they keep saying? We never seen everybody work together like this before. Well, the sand, you don't got to tell the sand what to do. They get in line. Why do they get in line? Because it's order in their energy to get in line. We all must follow. We all must know when to lead. I'm here drop off my balcony. Don't ask me about your wilderness. You got to research and be a leader in your community. Wherever you are. I'm in LA. Where you at? So in your community, you have to take this drop and do what is order inside of yourself. Listen to the voice, the frequency, and do what you got to do. Get off your training wheels and activate. Whoa, look at that. It's getting complex, huh? All right, so check it, y'all. Now we're going to stay in 432, but now they're going up in octaves, right? So when I said you got higher heavens, and I say if you double that, you get into a higher octave. So 432 is what we are attaining right now. The earth is attaining 432. Higher than that is 864. You double 432. Higher than that is 1728. You double 864. Higher than that is 3456. You double 1728. Those are higher octaves on the same harmonic scale. What happens when you keep going up in octaves? What's going to happen to the earth? What's going to happen to the design when it raises and doubles in octave? That's what we're doing. That's what Daniel 12 is all about. Whoa. Higher octave. Higher octave. Higher octave. Order out of chaos. How high can you go? 432. How high can you go? How many octaves did they just double? How many times did we just go up in the octave? How high are the heavens? How high is Heya? How many times do you got to keep doubling and keep going higher up in complexity of designs to reach the throne that they are afraid of you reaching? By going within yourself, you are already there. By going within yourself, this is you. Israel, Cherokee, Anasazi, Negro, black man, you. Why they call you black, why they cut you off from all your heritage, all your life, so you don't vibrate. What are you going to do in the wilderness? Vibrate. What design, what pattern will you have in the wilderness? It's up to you. What pattern does Heya have? Vibrate. Can we go higher? What pattern does Heya have? Vibrate. Can we go higher? How high can you go? How high can you go? They just stopped, man, because they got tired. We're talking energy, frequency, vibration of our nation. Hey. Hey. This is 440. No matter how high you go with 440, you might say, ooh, look at that design. It never connects. It's never clear. It's never order. You might see the design, right? Lucifer has his own design in the flower of life. His own energy pattern. You're going to see a pattern, but it's always going to be distorted. It's always going to be destruction. Chaos. Now we're back in 432. Pay attention. Clear. Order. Clear. Clear. Order. Just pay attention as you see things start to connect, and then go back and see what 440 do. It forms, it don't even form patterns as quickly. If you notice, it takes a little longer for it to form a pattern. 432 forms instantly because it's in order. About to say, man, somebody was singing the whole time. Flavia. Let's go back to our Josephus drop, man. We might have to go back to Josephus just because I seen that. So they have like a tonoscope or some type of toning device where they can sing through and be in 432 or 440. So there's all kind of, man, all kind of drop on this. Y'all look it up. Let's get to our drop today, man. This is a real spill. Actually, where we at? There we go. So yeah, whenever you click that, just click on the YouTube link. I'll try to get another version of it. Let's go to previous. That's how you gotta surf the wave, man, when y'all in the drop. Find what you need what you find. Alright. I'm just gonna let this rock. This king got a lot of drop. You know what I mean? And you know, we're gonna get the babies out like we know how to get the babies out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna, you know, just point out all the hijacks. I think you should be able to see them from a mile away. But this brother is you know what I'm saying, he's a real white light warrior, man. He's really, you know what I'm saying, he's really tuned in to some things. So now, you know, we're all just tuning up, man. Me included, right? So let's see what he says about the Super Bowl. He's gonna make a prediction. And some of y'all gonna remember this time when you heard this prediction on the drop. All my NFL fans, you want some sports drop? Well, we're going to give it to you like this at the drop. This is how you get your sports drop.
Let's get everybody's RFG back at it today. And I'm just here to further explain why it is a definite fact that the Minnesota Vikings will be in Super Bowl 51 without a doubt. It is set in stone. I don't give a damn if everybody puts every penny that they have on the Vikings in the Super Bowl. They're still going to go. And the only way the casinos can counteract that is just by rigging the odds to where you can't win as much money back. You see what I'm saying? Basically changing the odds for them to go to the Super Bowl to like 2-1 or 3-1. You see what I'm saying? So there's also going to be a lot of other people who fall for the media bait and bet on the favored teams this year to go to the Super Bowl, and it's not going to happen. That is called the Las Vegas factor. A simple thing that a lot of people who predict sports rigging, they always forget. Okay, Las Vegas and the media need a favored team to lose. They need a favored team to lose in the playoffs so Las Vegas can bank in. Okay, the media baits millions of people to put their money on favored teams to go to the Super Bowl. Then when it doesn't happen, Las Vegas keeps that money. Okay, so let me just further explain why it is set in stone for the Minnesota Vikings to go to Super Bowl 51 this year. Okay, now we're going to touch into something called etymology. We're going to get into etymology now. Okay, Super Bowl 51, Super Bowl 5-1. 5-1 is your 6. Okay, Super Bowl 51 in numerology, in Vedic and Cymatics numerology, 5-1 gives you 6. Super Bowl 51, 5-1 gives you 6. The Minnesota Vikings. Why would you call somebody a Viking? Because the original Vikings were 6 kings, started off as 6 kings because the Roman numeral V1 gives you 6. The Roman numeral V1 gives you 6. So when you say Vikings, you're really saying 6 kings. 6 kings, Vikings, the 6 kings, the Super Bowl 51, the 6 kings that will be featured in Super Bowl 6, 5-1, the 5-1 kings, Super Bowl 51 kings. The Vikings, V1 is Roman numeral 6. The original word Viking comes from the 6 pharaohs called the Hyksos. Ladies and gentlemen, the original Vikings come from a Cymatics group of pharaohs called the Hyksos. Those were your original Vikings. They were called Hyksos. Okay, the 6 pharaohs who ruled in the 15th dynasty of the pharaohs of Egypt, the 15th dynasty. The Hyksos, the 6 pharaohs. Hyk means 6, and then the sos is the same thing as the OHS, okay? The pharaohs, the 6 pharaohs, the 6 kings are the Vikings, okay? They ruled in the 15th dynasty. 1-5 gives you your 6 again. I want everybody to go research a book called The Black Viking by Bill Downey. A book called The Black Viking by Bill Downey. Ladies and gentlemen, the original pharaohs in Egypt in the 15th dynasty were melanated pharaohs, okay? There were 6 of them, and they were called the Hyksos. After the 15th dynasty, Egypt was raided by people called Nordics, who raided the land and stole their culture. So basically, the European, the Caucasoid Vikings, they got the kilts. You see what I'm saying? They got the kilts from these Egyptian pharaohs, because the Egyptian pharaohs wore a kind of kilt as well. So they took that culture and that identity away from the 6 pharaohs known as the Hyksos. It took them about 150 to 200 years for them to go from Hyksos to Viking, because the etymology, you see what I'm saying, of these 2 words means the same thing. Okay, this is how you say Hyksos in Nordic, Viking. This is how you say Viking in Merunetter, Hyksos. Okay, it means the same thing. This is the history of the Vikings and their true origin. Okay, all throughout Europe from 711 AD to 1491 AD, most of your Vikings, about 80% of your Vikings, were melanated. Like I said, if you don't believe me, go read a book called Black Viking by Bill Downey. He has all the archaeological evidence to prove his claim. And the Nordics stole their culture from the melanated pharaohs known as the Hyksos, who were the 6 pharaohs of the 15th dynasty. 1-5 gives you 6. Okay, we get the word Viking from Hyksos. Okay, VI is Roman numerals for 6. Superbowl 5-1 gives you 6. So the 6 kings, which are the Vikings, will be in Superbowl 5-1, which is Super Bowl 6 in numerology. Okay, so let's move on. The Indianapolis Colts will be facing your Vikings, your 6 kings. Okay, and just to let you know, they chose Teddy Bridgewater for the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings, because like I said, the original Vikings were the Hyksos, were melanated pharaohs. So they chose a melanated QB to be the head of the franchise of the Vikings. They did that for a reason, people. It's all a ritual. It's all a ritual. The original Vikings were heavily melanated. That's why they chose a melanated QB to be the leader of their football team. Okay? Very, very symbolic. It is all a ritual. And this is why the Colts will be...
And when you think about it, think about Warren Moon, man. Think about Tavares Jackson and all these dudes, man. You know what I'm saying? When I used to really kind of follow fantasy football and all that, man. Why does Minnesota Vikings have so many Negro quarterbacks? These people are ritualistic. They are letting you know. We're going to get back into, the Vikings, those that are called Vikings. Man, we got to uncover all this stuff. Picks in the pick land, Scotland. These kilts, the origin of them. Oh, man. Boy, were we scattered across the earth.
In Super Bowl 51, okay, the Colt represents good luck. The Colt, the horseshoe, represents good luck. Do you think it's a coincidence that the head of their football franchise has a last name of Luck and is basically one of the most satanic, ungodly names on the planet? Because when you believe in luck, then you don't believe in divine intervention. You don't believe in divine destiny that the Creator set out for you. So now you believe the universe is operated off of chance. Okay?
This might be like a recent video. I've seen earlier ones when he's kind of getting into the Sumerian thing and, you know what I'm saying, these creators and you know, saying, go away with the Torah, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he admits, you know what I'm saying, he's a good brother, man. And I think I could build with this brother right here. It's all good. It's all good because he sees what he sees. It's all love. It's all community. We're all building. We've all been hijacked. Sometimes we get so far away from religion that we run into a black hole, into the quantumness of things. And we don't realize that we're not on the spinning ball. And you know what I'm saying? So he has a lot of theories about Mars and these people and civilizations from Mars. And, you know, Mars is not a planet. There are no such things as planets. They are luminaries. You are in a fixed environment created by, like he said, a creator that created a fixed, some people call it assimilation, some people call it this and that. Regardless of how you see it, even if it's assimilation, you're in the consciousness of this assimilation. Therefore, you can only choose up or destruction. Now, what's so hard about choosing up? Don't kill, don't steal, honor your father, your mother, keep my day holy, like keep it separate from anybody that tells you your laws are done away with. Like this king said, you got to reverse everything. Whatever they gave you, you got to flip it to the opposite. So in one dimension, you might see the Bible and say, ooh, they gave you the Bible. Get rid of it. Or you see, you keep digging and get the babies out the bathwater and you see, oh, so they came here in 1603, King James himself, Columbus himself, in the Biblioteca de Colombina Sevilla said, I came here, man, to seize Jerusalem. Then he writes about the writings that he has in Granada that refer to Jerusalem. Then you got the 1603 King James voyage, as well as King Charles' voyage before that. Then they're taking the records from Jerusalem in Granada and all the records that they have been collecting, and they go back and they do a hijack with your laws, yet they say they're done away with, and they come with the New Testament that can only go back to the Greek with their idol, their sun god, their Apollo, Apollyon, Abaddon, their Zeus, Isus, their Zeus, their swine. They worship swine. That's why they sacrifice swine on your altars, Jerusalem. Jerusalem. So if you reverse everything that they give you, then when they say your laws are done away, you know that there were laws here, because the heathen say they're done away with. So who's right? You can't have a group of heathens saying the laws are done away with and then tell me that there's no laws and then say that you got to reverse everything that the heathen give you and that you got to revert back to the creator. That becomes nonsense. There's a creator, therefore the creator has order. We call that order our law. What's the law? What's the purpose of it? One, knowing yourself, choosing up within you, vibrating up within you. Let's keep going, man. This king is going to make some serious predictions. Y'all write them down, man. I don't know. Hey, we'll see, right?
So, like I said, even by us thinking the word luck is true is a basic satanic thought, if you really want to get technical with it, okay? So right here, we have 7 holes in the horseshoe. We have 7 holes in the horseshoe, which symbolize your higher 7 chakras, which symbolize your higher 7 chakras, okay? Then we have the Vikings, VI, Roman numeral for 6. We have right here.
Now that's 6 King Hyksos drop. And how these Vikings are 6 kings Hyksos. And then you relate these shepherd kings and all the, stories that have been erased off the walls in Egypt. They don't write the stories of their defeat, right? They only have the stories on the walls of their conquering something. They don't write. They take it out of history. Who else destroys history so that they look like conquerors? See, these people got all they dropped from how these people did it. But these 6 kings, these Hyksos, hey, research.
Higher 7 chakras and the 6 kings, 7 and 6 give you your damn 13. The original 4-leaf clover. The 4-leaf clover.
Say it again.
Symbolized fortune. The 4-leaf clover symbolized fortune.
Say it again.
The 4-leaf clover symbolized fortune.
Okay.
Four-leaf clover. The Jews in Ireland changed the name from fortune to luck. They changed the name fortune to luck because the four-leaf clover symbolized fortune, just like I said in an earlier video. And then the Zionist Jews over there in Ireland changed that name to luck. So now they drafted a Zionist Jew to the Indianapolis Colts with the last name of Luck. Okay? Also, the Broncos acquired their third Super Bowl last year. The Broncos franchise acquired their third Super Bowl last year. The Colts will acquire their third Super Bowl this year. Okay? The colt is nothing but a baby horse, people. If you research the definition of a colt, the colt is a baby horse. Okay? Just like a baby bronco, it's the same damn thing. It's another damn pale horse winning the damn Super Bowl.
And you can research a book, Behold a Pale Horse. I think this is one of those books that you gotta actually put your you gotta give them information at the bookstore to buy this book. You gotta give them your name, your address. You gotta register on something. I used to have it. Someone got it for me, and I don't know where it is. I so wish I had it today. Too much moving around. But Behold a Pale Horse. Y'all look it up.
So this is another horseman symbolizing the four horsemen of Revelation in your Bible. So this Super Bowl will symbolize one of the horsemen from Revelations to destroy the Viking or the six Hyksos pharaohs.
Boom. So when they keep going to Revelations, they're just going to their writings. And why are they so accurate? Because they wrote it. So the four horsemen of Revelation, that's their shit anyway. Remember, they didn't come over here and give you your law. They came over here and gave you a hijack and said, convert or die. Take this Christ or die. Take this hijack or die. Take this cross or die. Period. Invasion. On your law. That's why your laws are in stone, and they're coming up in stone all throughout Illinois and Arizona and New Mexico. You see your commandments that have been in stone for thousands of years. Pre-hijack. Hiya.
Let me repeat. So this Super Bowl will symbolize one of the horsemen from Revelations destroying the Vikings or the six Hyksos pharaohs. The melanated six Hyksos pharaohs, known as the Vikings, the six kings, the six pharaohs, will be destroyed by one of the pale horses of Revelations, which will be the baby colt, baby colt horse. Okay, like I said, people, I've been doing this on YouTube since my first damn video of January 3rd, 2014. You know what I'm saying? I do this off of Vedic numerology, Cymatics numerology, the same numerology our Atlantean and Lemurian ancestors were using.
Okay. So, obviously, we're hijack free. Obviously, we've researched Thoth and Atlantis. Obviously, all that shit has been destroyed. But what I do dig is something about this brother, I believe, man, is very sincere. I say subscribe. Get the babies out the bathwater. And it's okay to use a hijack to decode a hijack. You need somebody who's a master at hijack to decode a hijack. So he might say Vedic and this and all these other numerologies. Yes, we know. This is fallen angel shit. This is hijack city, baby. But can you decode the fabric of hijack city? Can you decode the matrix? Can you decode the numbers using the hijack itself? So he's tapped into the hijack itself, and he's using it to break down the numerology, break down the numbers, break down these things are not coincidences. So when I say get the babies out, all I'm asking you really to do is get one baby out. And that one baby is to understand that this is not a coincidence. That you are living in an illusion. that nothing is real except for you. That sister that wrote The Matrix was writing it for you. She had Will Smith starting it as Neo in her mind. But the brother's Morpheus, and he got the sister who is the Oracle. She's wisdom, right? So, you gotta sometimes understand the hijack to decode the hijack. And that's all love to this king right here. But if all we have is the understanding of the Vedics and the Atlantis and all this stuff that was destroyed in order, it is not existing anymore. Not because of the big bad white man or some crazy thing, but because it's not order the way it was brought out. Not that this info is not accurate, but it is not order the way it was brought out and taught by these angels. Our job is to vibrate. How do we do that? We first have to keep our commandments. If we're not understanding don't kill, don't steal, we don't need to know nothing about Vedic numerology. Priorities, people. If you don't know how to honor your father, your mother, what is this going to do for you but cause chaos? So we wake up and we go right back into chaos. Yeah, we can decipher the Superbowl. But what's the order for the community? Numerology? How do you vibrate? Just with your left brain numerology? Or do you rock and surf the wave of the Creator and get down? Or you will lay down and keep being destroyed the same way that this philosophy and all this shit has been destroyed. These angels taught real shit, but they taught it out of order. They taught the secrets, but they taught them out of order. So people take the secrets and they forget the foundation. They forget who the secret is for. So you can talk about the secrets, but not talk about the people and think it's just everybody. And anybody that don't think it's everybody is religious. It's all about humanity. Well, that sounds very new age. That salvation does not have a have a signature anymore. It's just whatever. That there's maybe one creator, maybe a gang of them, maybe this, maybe that, maybe that. Energy, frequency, vibration. You can understand numbers and still not vibrate. But if you want to know who's going to be the next Super Bowl and which teams will be defeated, and again, love to this king, I'm not at all, you know what I'm saying, I'm building. I'm building hijack free with you. We don't want the bullshit. We don't really give a shit about the Super Bowl, but there are babies to get out, and you need to understand this shit ain't a game, and you live in an illusion.
This is why I'm so accurate with my predictions, and I will continue to be. Okay? Now, right here, we have, this is going to be real interesting. We have your 2016 NBA Finals. Okay.
NBA.
The team with the Bridgewater on their logo failed in the 2016 NBA Finals. The Golden State Warriors failed in the 2016 NBA Finals. The team with the Bridgewater on their logo failed, and the Golden State Warriors lost, okay? The team with the Golden Gate Bridge on their logo failed because Teddy Bridgewater will fail in the Super Bowl. The year after the team with the Bridgewater on their logo failed, Teddy Bridgewater will fail in the Super Bowl, symbolizing the Golden Gate Bridgewater being attacked with an underwater nuclear weapon to cause a 9.4 or an 8.5 earthquake in San Francisco. Ladies and gentlemen, remember where you heard it first. Around the time of the 2017 Super Bowl, there's going to be an underwater nuclear weapon dropped under the Golden Gate Bridge, which will cause a 9.4 or an 8.5 earthquake to hit the city of San Francisco.
9.4, 9 plus 4 is 13, 8 plus 5, 8 plus 5 is 13. So again, you're coming somewhere. You're coming from somewhere. This numerology, they're all abstracted from you. Your Torah, your Hebrew, is vibration. You take it out of the vibration, it can be hijacked. The Zionist, all this other stuff you want to call it, hijack city, right? Because no one is focusing on the who. But right here, hey, word to Lex Will, he said get out of Cali. Yeah, man, there's something coming. He says before this 2017 Super Bowl. It could be before, it could be after, who knows. But we know they're going to detonate something. You know that that's what they plan on doing. Will Haya allow them to do it? We don't know. Just because the numbers add up and we got a bridge drawing, we don't know. It could. I'm in Cali, so this is close to home, you know what I mean? We got to make moves. We got to figure it out.
And if you think I'm bullshitting, well, let's just wait and see what happens at these Olympics in the next damn 2 weeks, which has an 8-5, which has an 8-5 numerology, which gives you 13, just like the damn Paris attacks of last year. But what do I know? Nobody wants to listen to me. Nobody wants to listen to me.
All right, man.
Teddy Bridgewater will fail in the 51 Super Bowl, just like the Bridgewater of the Golden Gate Bridge will get hit with an underwater nuclear weapon and cause a 9.4 or an 8.5 earthquake in San Francisco. And if you think I'm bullshitting, well, I feel sorry for you, buddy. If you know anybody who lives in Frisco, I'm not bullshitting right now, you really might want to suggest that they relocate within...
Stay tuned. We'll see.
...the next year, because that is going to be their method of enacting martial law on the western coast of the United States.
Now that makes sense. They have, they're playing chess, you know what I mean? So how they going to get the West Coast? Earthquake. How they going to get the East Coast? Something else. How they going to get... They have plans, and they're using HARP, and they are manufacturing and geoengineering our weather. You know what I mean? So we're getting the babies out, man. But love to this king, because I'm grateful for the babies, man. I don't need to try to nitpick on every little thing. And you know what I'm saying? It's all love. I don't need to be 100% on anything. I just need to understand. I just need to go within. I need to tell you to go within. So we're not just looking for psychics, but we're looking for vibration. We're not just looking for smart people. We're looking for vibration in order. Just like the Cymatics, just like you saw with the metal sheet and all the sand and the sound. We know where to go when we listen inwardly. It's how we're created. And that's where to let us find the truth.
They're going to make it look like a natural disaster, and they're going to force people to become under government control. They're basically going to force people into seeking government help by causing this earthquake, which is going to be caused by a underwater nuclear weapon dropped by HARP. Okay, they already got this planned. It's going to either be a 9.4 or an 8.5 earthquake. The Teddy Bridgewater will fail in the 2017 Super Bowl. The team with the Bridgewater logo failed in the NBA Finals, so the Bridgewater in San Francisco is going to fail. The bridge is going to collapse and fail. The Bridgewater is going to go down, and it's going to be attacked by an underwater nuclear weapon that's going to attack the Bridgewater. That is why Teddy Bridgewater's name is so damn significant. It's all spiritual, people. It's all spiritual, people.
It's all energy, people. It's all energy, people. We go to one source. Energy. Existence. The etymology. The Strong's Concordance. Whatever you want to look into with, hey, you're talking about existence, man. the primitive root word of existence. So we're only talking about energy if we're talking about existence, right? So keep it simple. The source of your energy is beaming inside of the children of the source of all energy. These children have been destroyed. But there's a remnant that you cannot deny. When they speak to you, you hear the truth because they are speaking in 432. It's not just musical, people. It's that when you are vibrating in order, your voice is 432. I talked to my brother Alden Davis, man. That brother, his voice is in 432. I talked to Jay Stu, his voice is in 432. Smiles. Nina, you know what I'm saying? Fibonacci.
We have to get hip to this information, and we have to start doing our research and realize the rituals that play out right in front of our faces. It's not a game. It is not a joke. And just to further my case here, hold on one second. Just to further my case here, if you look at the numerology of the last Super Bowl in 2016, the Super Bowl date of 2016 was February 7th, 2016. 2 plus 1 plus 6 gives you your 9. Then February 7th gives you your 9. You have a 2 and you have a 7. So 9 plus 9 gives you 18. 18 was Peyton Manning's number. 18 was Peyton Manning's number. Okay, Peyton.
He just reminded me of something with the 216. It's in another of his videos. He breaks it down as well. How, you got 6 protons, 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, and that's the building blocks of carbon, the building blocks of life. So the signature of man is created in 666. Protons, electrons, neutrons. They hijacked you with this 666 bullshit. The mark of the number. Nah, that's the base of life. Now 6 times 6 times 6. Proton, neutron, electron equals 216. 6 times 6 times 6. You multiply that times 2, you get 432. And that's what we are attaining. A little bit more from this king. Actually, right now, my battery's already rolling a little low, so I'm going to go. Let's make our dismount. We're about an hour and a half in. Please keep rocking the drop. Thank you, everybody, man, for putting your orders in. We got a couple of days. We're going to put that in, and we should have them back in about a week and a half, man, and start shipping them out. So thank you so much, man. And the next one is No Hijacks Allowed. We're coming with the other one, Who Got the Drop. Who Got the Drop? And look out for Swag Freak, the clothing line I got, man. Coming out with my street team, man, my street familiar, man, Rah the Great One, man, D-Will. Swag Freak is excellent designer gear that we're coming with. And we got all our slogans, rocking the drop. Oh, right quick, man, can we rock with Uno? We got a collab going with Uno, man. It's going to be crazy. I just got some new tracks also from Alden Davis, man. So, hey, look out, man. We got some real frequency about to hit. Let's see what Hayes putting together, man. We about to have a good time. And none of us is on that baloney. So we about to come really for the jugular. You know what I mean? I don't ever half-step it. Drop beats. Uno on the beats. Alright, so it's a track he did, you know what I'm saying, with a couple fellas in mind. You know what I mean? But I'm going to have to gank that. I'm going to have to get that T.I. Drake out of here, man. This is for King Drop right here, baby. Yeah. Stacking. Let's go. Uno on the beats, getting to the root of it all. Yeah. Hijack City. I'm going to call this joint Hijack City, man. Hijacks, they ain't no friend of me. No hijacks, man. It's called Hijack City, man. We gonna do it. Uno on the beats. Gotta eat Took his talent, man, to South Beach. He got a peach. He's feeling good, lovely. He's vibrating, man. Hugs to me. Everybody, ELE, love everybody. Feeling good, man. We feeling good as a body. No, man, we gotta body him. Hit him off, man. Drop him off, man. Model him. Send him around, make an example of these fools. Word to let's find the truth. Got the vibrate in the library. It ain't scary. Pick up a book. I don't care if your legs is hairy. You ain't shaved in 2 days because you've been reading 2 ways. 2 damn dimension, man. You've been surfing the waves. Don't care, man. We dodging them strays. We from LA, man. We training them waves. Vibrate. Yeah, man. This is Kingdrop, man. It's Hijack City, man. Don't get me started, man. We coming with that real wave on you, man. That real flow, man. Uno. Who got the drop? Who got the drop? No love in Hijack City. Man, love to Uno on the beats. That's how we do, man. We feature our peoples. We keep it going. Everybody, man, drop the beats, man. Music at 432thedrop.com. Too much fun we having, man. Let's go ahead and make our dismount. Some code drop right there. Very funny drop there. NW. He got some code drop about the Australians, man. I mean, MW does not stop coming with it. You already know the King Lex. Let's go to, y'all want to just figure out how to build a house right quick? Out of nothing? I mean, I can't tell you how to go to the wilderness and then not show you how to build a dang house, right? What kind of jam up would I be? How do we build a house, Mr. Primitive Technology? Remember, I asked y'all to find me a brother bushman. No one has replied with a brother that's out there doing bush work. Alright, so we gotta let, you know what I mean, a member of Hijack City teach you Negroes how to be Negro. Alright, force blower. This is actually fucking cool. I think we just gotta watch it right quick. Let's check this out right quick. He's going to show you how to really blow your fire. He's going to start with basic shit and get more complex on your ass. Hey, y'all better pay attention, take notes. He's just using tree bark. Watch this. Man, this is cold work though. Y'all better get the drop. Bushcraft 101. How do you become a Negro again? How do you be a tribe again? You can't do this? You can't do it, huh? That's fucking awesome, man. That's beautiful right there, baby. Watch this. Let Hijack City show you how to be a Negro. Pretty cool, right? Any questions? So I want to get to the one that I wanted to see. This is actually pretty cool, man. David Canterbury dropping some medical drop. You know what I mean? We just clicked on survival drop. And our categories over here. Alright, so whatever drop you like, that got some survival, whatever in it, you're going to find in survival drop. You know what I mean? Jay Stu, he had his backpack, he had some survival drop. Alright, this is some martial law survival drop. Whatever it is. 5 navigation techniques that you might need to know. Alright, Arthur Scott has some survival drop. We learn how to make a bow and arrow. Let's check it out. How do you build a house? Out of nothing. What am I going to do with my house? I'll never own my house. One man. Imagine a village. Imagine many men. Many women. Building our village. He's doing it all by himself. Pity pat, pity pat. Pokemon, Pokemon. Battery check. Be easy. Come on, come on. All right. Look, man, dude made an oven. Right before your eyes, he made an oven. Or a chimney. What's that? I'm watching with you. So he's making a bunch of different tiles, right? Let's see what he does with this stuff. Pat, 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 pat. Do y'all want to be a tribe again? Who wants to be a tribe? Or you want to be a gang fighting over land that ain't yours? Or you want to be a tribe fighting over land that is yours? With your brothers, not against them. With the frequency, not against it. With wilderness. With Mother Earth, not against it. With your creator, not against it. So he's making tiles. He's making a tiled roof with nothing. Or is he making a tiled roof, hut, house with the elements that you are created in? Fire, water, earth, air. Pay attention. That's cold. Now look what happens to the to the tiles. They've been burning. They've been getting hotter. They're ready for the house. And we're gonna drop this butchcraft drop on y'all, alright? We're gonna drop this. So stay tuned. We got some more part 2 to that. Arthur Scott Jr. got the drop on that as well, man. Subscribe to Arthur Scott Jr. You know I'm crazy. You know I'm crazy. Tiled roof. That ain't crazy. I ain't that crazy. I'm showing you a tiled roof with elements. Frequency. Hey, hey. He making a fireplace. Did he just make a fireplace and he got a... maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. What is this? I know he made a heated bed last time. He had a bed and it was heated. A heated bed. Chimney. Look at that, man. Come on, one man. One man. Dude, he got the drop on you? You big bag in your neighborhood? Huh? You big bad in your neighborhood? Everybody scared of you? Huh? You talk a lot of shit all day? Negro? Dude, he got the drop on you? With nature? You afraid of nature? He ain't. So who's closer to vibration? He or you? Well, right now, he got the drop on you. You better get the drop. You better figure it out. Let go. Come on. Stop playing. This ain't the play. Oh, they freeze my internet? Okay, cool. We back. Oh, man. Thought they got me. Couple more minutes. Now watch this. Watch this shit. So he got his irrigation on, his piping in by himself. Please don't tell me he got the drop on you. Wow. What's next? Come on, people. He did this right in front of your face with the trees and the mud. How are we going to be a tribe again? I wonder why. I wonder how. How are we going to make it, y'all? Here's the difference. He doesn't own that land. He'll never own that land. He has no indigenous right to the land that he's building on. You will never own the land that you are paying mortgage on, and your mortgage has already been paid by the treasury. And you're an Indian, and they can't technically charge you mortgage or tax you. But you're agreeing and voluntarily slaving in your JOB to pay this fake-ass mortgage. And you'll never even own your land. So you're just buying the house on top of the land. So imagine, just take the hijack out. You are here building on your land that is your land by Haya divine order. And if they can't tell you who you are, they damn sure can't tell you who you're not. This ain't your land. They know the truth. So build again on your land. Vibrate. Activate. Activate. Let's go. About to make our dismount. got some more mud. You're going to do some more things. Some more stuff right in front of your face. That's pretty tight. Won't you agree?